Hey guys, welcome back. It's Shadow Slayer here, and welcome to the Infected once again. We are doing pretty good for ourselves actually right now. We have our little refinery, which is currently it's doing stuff. But we also have some things to finish, which is fine. And we have hit an impasse in that we need to get more tech now. So we're going to be doing that today, or at least we're going to try to. We have one tech point currently. We could get lamps. I don't think that's really going to be worth it though. Actually, one thing we need to do real quick before we do anything else is we need to make sure that we have some fuel, other extractors, specifically cave extractors. What do we need? I think we need 18 iron ingots for an extractor. I was thinking possibly of throwing another one down there, but I think that looks like we put our sticks and our fuel here. We did. There we go. Playing other games, so once again, my controls are a little bit wonky. And by that, man, that gotta relearn the buttons. Stick stand, not stick stand. Plank stand. There we go. And we're just gonna throw down quite a few of these. There, that should be enough for now. What's up, Mike? When did you come in? So I believe our sticks are up here. Throw those stick stands up, and then we're going to go try and get some tech today. Ideally, I'd like to try and hit 3-ish POIs. I don't know if we'll have time for that. Throw our plant. There we go. And we'll go ahead and start those. Oh, looks like a couple of them fell through the floor. That's fine. We want to get lots of planks ready to go because the other thing that we need to do eventually is throw up a whole bunch of chests and chest stands up on the top there, and that will make it good to go as a storage area. That'll be a later us problem, but it is something to keep on the docket and remember that we got to do it. Oh, we're chockered. There we go. Let's just make sure that this is all put away. There we go. Actually, I want to fix this. Do I have to fix this right now? No, but I want to. It's gonna bug me. There we go. Sorry guys, it was misaligned. It was bugging me. As you can see there, it's not quite lined up right. I don't care if they're lined up this way across the wall, but I do care if they're straight in alignment with the wall, if that makes any sense. I want to make sure that they're straight on the floorboards here. I don't care if they're the same distance from the wall necessarily. That won't bother me. But having them that far sideways will absolutely bother me. So I need to make sure that that is not how they are. There we go. Alright. We're going to go and... There's a hole in my bridge. Why is there a hole in my bridge? Oh, right, because we got attacked. No, that's fair. Look at that. It's not behaving itself. Go. And there we go. Alright. We just need a little one. We'll leave that there for Mike. He'll come pick it up. I just want to make sure that... How many boards do we have? 5. Damn it. Just going to top off the oil. You know what? For right now, we're going to double the production, but it's going to be random. Hopefully we'll get some cobalt. We don't have a ton of cobalt, and we are going to need some. Because one of the things that we need to do desperately is get our lucky... that we don't have the barn up yet. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you're not lucky. Stop it. Don't you taunt me. It's not good for you to taunt me. Iron ingot. Oh. How many do we need? 4. Oh, we can do that. It's not quite full, but it'll be fine. Eventually I am going to want to get... Oh my god, my brain just died, guys. Eventually I am going to want to get this last forge up and running, and then I want to put up some ingot shelves, which I think will help keep it a little more organized in here. But that's a future us problem as well. For right now, I just want to throw those in there. Now, what time is it? 9:03. So we're going to hit the bed, we'll have some breakfast, and then we'll head out and we'll do some POIs. Oh, time to wake up. And that was our last ration, or our last prepared ration. What do we need for the barn? I know there's a reason that we're nails and ingots. Fair enough. What's that? We have 1 lonely bone arrow. That's not good. We have so many ingots. Speaking of things to do, we need to check our... That's going to be a tall order. That's 7, 16 hours to go. We're going to throw the liver in one of the coolers. So many livers. So the problem we're running into right now is we don't have the stuff to make all the rations that we want to make. And we're running out of room to store it. Now, since we got to do some fishing, that might actually be the time. We're going to throw this in here. Dried meat, 20. I don't remember how many we had. Cooked fish, glass, and baked potato. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get it. 7, 8. We'll cook up the baked potatoes. Excuse me, I disagree. We'll just grab that and throw that in there. And then glass. That's going to be a big one. That's going to be 2 rounds in the big furnaces. Do we have any clay? I don't think we do we? I think we went looking for that last time, and we didn't have any. We've got lots of clay soil, lots of sand. We'll actually have to hang on to the clay this time, I think. As far as I remember, you can hand in part of the quest, hand in the rest later, and that's what we're going to test. We're going to loot the trader town anyway, because it should have respawned, I think. So we'll do that, and then at that point, we'll evaluate where we're at from there. Because cooked fish is not hard, necessarily, as a requirement. It's just time consuming to catch. So, dried fish, or cooked fish, and glass is going to be the interesting part of that. So each of these, if I make sand and put it in there, each of these is going to give me 10 glass. And what do we need? 41. I suppose we could make most of the glass, right? And then by the time we come back, Mike should have filled those up again, in theory. So that'll be 30. There we go. That'll be 10. There. That is all the glass we need. It's actually not all that. It'll take all that long, I guess. So we'll make all that glass. And then we just need 6 bricks. We might even be able to find that out on the road. While we're waiting, let's go and make sure that the truck is empty. Because I don't know that we ever emptied it. No, of course we didn't. We'll keep full heal. We're just going to move that over here. Lots of fuel. That's our sail. So apparently we did do the truck, at least a little. What's our Kevlar situation look like? Hey, that works for me. That's a lot of plastic to sell, or a lot of Kevlar to sell. Wow. Yo, we have so much wire. You know what? I think we're going to sell some of this wire. Because realistically, there's no reason. We'll take a couple of stacks of bone as well. More than a couple stacks, apparently. Yo, leave one. Holy cow, guys. Look at all that bone. We're going to tank the economy with bone, apparently. Where's the big... Yeah, make sure we don't have any more. We're chockered. Oh, shoot. And because, of course, our work table is not. Excuse me. Oh my, so chockered. This is ridiculous. So we got a good bunch of stuff to sell. Apparently we'd be headed to the traders anyway, because that's what you do when you have that much surplus. We're going to use this box up here. Jesus. For the Kevlar, the cords. Not those. Those can stay. Alright, then maybe we'll buy the extra carry capacity. Oh my god, it's another 3 stacks. There we go. Sweet. We're going to go wash our hands, which we can't do there. I forgot about that. There we go. So this stuff is all quest stuff. We need bone arrows, though. You know what? Let's take one of these stacks of bone. There we go. And we're just going to make an effort to... And feathers. We need to move... we need to move this box. Let's grab that. I have no idea how large arrows stack. Let's find out. Your pardon? Bone arrow. Oh, whoa. What? Seems a little bit of overkill, but you know what? We'll throw that in there. There we go. Ooh, we don't have a bow. Right. I feel like we're getting pretty good with the bow, so I'm confident in sticking with that for now. I don't think we necessarily need the crossbow at this point. Not yet, anyway. We're about to run out of gas. We're gonna go tech hunting today, I think. Maybe we'll hit those farther flung POIs. Of which, by the way, do you remember that's where Bunker was? What was that? That was a bandicoot. So yeah, our current electrical wire situation tells me that we're good to sell every wire that we have for the most part. Although I'm thinking I might want to keep like a stack or two, just in case. The quests are a little unbalanced, so I don't know. And that's my opinion. Right now, it just feels bad doing the quests because the rewards are not. Why would I hand over a billion, that's a good one to have, like a billion, say, electrical or mechanical parts when I'm subject to RNGs to find them in the first place, right? Why would I do that? The short answer is you really wouldn't. Like, you would. Absolutely no one would give up mission critical components just because a trader asked for them. It just wouldn't happen. Coffee. I did drop a letter to the developer about the costs involved in doing the quests. There, guys, I'm not saying that the quests are bad or that the idea is bad. They are unbalanced. They are asking for too many components for not enough payout, in my opinion. Right? And that steel quest that we had to turn down because the cost was just too high is a great example of that, right? You go in, you're like, hey, I need a quest, and they say, hey, I need you to give me half of your storage house for free. And you're like, what? No, that's not how this works, right? And I say for free, and I know there's going to be people out there that are like, well, it's not for free, you do get money. And you do, sort of. You're not getting paid a fair price. Are you really getting paid at all? Yeah. Concept, right? Oh, we're chockered. Let's hope we don't get like a respawn or some like that. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go. We killed 5 guys, so there isn't really a reason that we should run into anyone else. And then we'll loot the town. I've already got the tech in this town, so there's a town down here that we can check out for more components. These towns over here haven't been done. We're gonna have to start making our way east, I think. I wonder if you can take a job from each trader. Yeah, what can we get for that? Energy boost, sleep better, increase your energy level. Is there any tech we can get? Not really, eh? Want to get into the freezer and the advanced clay mixer. Which way are we fishing? Oh, there's a brick. Nice. Oh, game being super nice to us. Is that a cooked? That is a cooked fish. That's one of our quest items. So cooked fish is one of the few things that I think could be asked for in large numbers, because you loot that really frequently in POIs. I think that's one of the few exceptions to the, maybe limiting what you're asking for, because it's that common, you could probably afford to ask for it. But here's the issue. Some of this stuff that they're asking for might be available in greater quantities if a person was so inclined as to get the better or the lucky raider perk, which I suppose is fair enough, right? However, hey, all right, we pulled them off the side of the truck. That's right. Okay, that's fair. That's checks out. So here's the problem, right? Ultimately, with that kind of thinking, not everybody is going to buy the lucky raider perk. In my case, right, it's not worth it, because far too many of the things that I actually want to pick up in loot become a lot more scarce if I do get that perk. And would I kneecap myself when it comes to trying to get precious materials? Me having to sort through rocks in order to get like tin cans and tea. Yeah, I'll take that all day, right? Of course I'm going to take that all day, because why wouldn't you? Got some clay. Ooh, some cooked meat. Oh, it's not cooked meat though that we want. It's dried meat. There we go. Little stuff. Oh, and we're chockered again. Right, and anytime you introduce quests like that too, the game, you have to gauge whether, like, if you're going to make it, like, you kind of gauge, people even going to find this quest worth it, or is it just going to annoy them, right? Now, I realize that the quests do change in this game. That's, it is what it is, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, you should at least try, I guess, to make sure that you're not wasting people's time. Jobs. Okay. Okay, so it does look like we can partial parts of the quest, because we just gave the glass. Oh, right. The rest of it's in my food bag. Yeah, so we can... Oh, shoot, I left my baked potatoes at home. Okay, fair. Okay, so 10 fish is not bad. You're not going to find that most likely, but you could theoretically find some of it, I guess. Alright. Yeah, to reiterate, I don't think that the quest are bad. They're actually, by and large, they've been pretty thematic, to be honest. Like, I don't have an actual theme, I'm pretty sure, but most of the time, like, you get fish and potatoes and X, Y, and Z, right, that the trader wants. We dropped my message to the developer, though I did say that certain things, electrical and pipes and all that sort of stuff, while maybe that should have, like, a hard cap on it, that is way lower than, like, some things like vegetables, raw food, should be... The easier it is to acquire, the more of it is acceptable to ask for, if that makes any sense. Oh, stop it. Okay, look at all those arrows. Now, all of those were pointed at their head when they were fired. Like, I don't know how some of these YouTubers, where they arrow and in time they hit these guys in the head, because these guys, like, to the side, way too often for me to be able to do that. I don't know how they do it, but they just don't. They refuse to take the arrow in the head. Awfully annoying, actually. Possible night spawn. There you go. So I do love game. I love this particular post-apocalypse. I'm not even really sure why. But if I had one suggestion of notes, is it's over too quickly. And that is to say that there's really not enough of them. Would love to see more notes. Not necessarily ones that you track or that are story, mind you. Talking about notes that maybe some of the thoughts that were going through the resident's head, the late hours, they still had some humanity left to them. I am not the only one that thinks that there might have been a person or two that might have written like a personal letter to someone that they loved or whatever, make sure that they knew or that sort of thing. Maybe I'm sappy like that, but see that? Like, is that even? How see, like, is that? Why? Those are on point. Like, you know what? Piss on it. That is ridiculous. There is no reason you should be able to fire that many arrows at someone and have them dodge them all. Shaolin masters could not do that. Just saying. That is a little ridiculous. Like, it should not be, it's something they can't even really see, right? Like, that's just ridiculous, I says. It's overkill. Like, especially with that many already stuck in you, right? Like, come on. That's a little bit outside the realm of believable. What are those? Oh, watermelon seeds. Okay. Wild if we found another tech page up here. Sweet. Alright, let's head back to the trader. We'll turn in our chicken breast. Or not chicken breast. Hello. This one. Okay. Yeah, having them jump that often is a little outside the realm of believable. Yeah, we'll go back. We'll hit the trader. We'll hand you what we've collected. Probably stop at the house. Get some sleep. And then I think we'll go and hit another deal on. I think that's the play. So at this point, I don't want to. Okay. Sell the Kevlar workbench. We'll skip that for now. I'd like to try and get 1,000 before we drop more money. That doesn't have to be. Oh, did we not go up there? We definitely do that. Ooh, 6, we can finish our forge. That'll be good. There we go. Actually, why am I doing that? Whew. But yeah, I think the gameplay loop needed something else. You know, the quest system here is... I think it's a good answer, right? And I mean, especially once you do, like, the lore notes, you know, Enclave of Survivors, that are, you know, help. Although that said, is that where Mike's from? Then is that the Enclave of Survivors? Like, is where he originally came from? That'd be interesting if it was the case, right? How much coal do I have sitting in these boxes? What's it called? How do we move the anvil? I know. We'll just go ahead and drop like a or two. That was a lot of iron there. At least we have somewhere to put our cooked ore, because we can't exactly just stop doing that. There we go. Okay. Damn it, I had hoped to get more done today. I don't think we're going to get more done today. I think that's going to do it for today, guys. Drop a like if you like what you're seeing. We'll be back at it again on Monday. And, you know, I'll see you again in the next video. Until then, don't let the zombies bite. You take care.